Hello there everybody. Wanted to do a little video for you. So, as some of you may know, I'm a big fan of water stones. Big fan of them. Really like Sharpening abrasives. I love the glass stones. I have many of those. Sharpening Pro stones. By the way, I just dropped 2 of my really nice Sharpening Pro stones and chipped the hell out of them. I'm not happy. Well, recently, you know, I've always seen Carter Cutlery videos on YouTube. Always seen Carter. Always seen him doing his, you know, his own way of thinning the primary grind on a knife. And then, you know, the way he approaches his 7 steps. Recently, out of boredom, I decided to purchase a digital download of his basic Sharpening Fundamentals disc. And I must say, it was wonderful. Go buy, spend 25 bucks or whatever it is on the Carter Cutlery Introduction to Sharpening. He goes over wonderful things. It was like 3 hours long, totally worth the money. The advanced sharpening video, 1.5 hours long, not so worth it. Just get the regular one. You know, the first thing that got me going in this, I wanted to buy some cheaper water stones, so I don't have to use my diamond and glass lapping plate all the time. I'm not wearing down my expensive stones, so I decided to go ahead and get a king stone. Well, one thing led to another, and I decided, you know what, I'll get the King 1K and the 6K. So here I have the Carter stones. This is exactly what he sells. Here's the 1K. This was actually from Woodcraft. This one was in the Ice Bear packaging. From what I understand, Ice Bear is actually just an importing company. They go and get stones from Japan. This was about $31. Usually you'll find them around $40 or $45. $31. Awesome deal at Woodcraft. Now at Woodcraft, they did not have a big 6K. I bought a little Ice Bear 6K and I hated it. So I got this off Amazon for $33. So here's the big 6K. I essentially have the Carter stones. And this is like pure imported from Japan. Like the box is all Japanese writing on it. Alright, so basically, I'm going to go ahead and do the Carter way of sharpening with his stones. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use a stone holder here. Now, I must say, I am extremely impressed with this King 1000 grit stone. After using Sharpenings and everything, I would never have thought, this is a fantastic stone. It cuts quickly on a variety of steels. It's muddy, but it's not that muddy. And it wears slowly, and it's just big, and it has wonderful feedback. The King 1K is a very nice stone. Okay, go ahead and load that up. Very impressed with the King 1K stone. Today what I'm going to sharpen for you here is just a little old paring knife. I have ground away the bolster on this knife. It used to be a lot bigger. Done a lot of things to rehab this knife, and a long time ago I tried to grind the primary edge to not much success. Now when you are grinding the primary edge, what you want to do is make sure your grind motions, let me zoom the camera in a little, make sure your grind motions always go in the same direction on both sides. Don't do any swirly. That'll screw up the beauty of the blade. If you don't care how it looks, then whatever. But, so, let's get started. I'm going to take some metal off the primary edge here. This King stone is very nice, dude. I love the sound it makes. Are you seeing that alright? And as you can see, it's grinding here and here, and that part is still polished, so we're going to work. Some knives this works really well. Some knives it doesn't seem to work at all. Okay, as you can see again, not really getting that center spot. What I'm going to do is apply pressure right there. See if I can't get that down a bit. And again, it just doesn't really, I think the knife is actually slightly bent that way, and that's why I can't get down there. But I'm not too worried about the primary bevel here. I just want to briefly show you the technique. Honestly, I'm having great results with Carter style with these stones, and it's not so much that his sharpening is any different than mine, it's just the approach. Okay, let's go ahead and do the other side. You can spend as much time doing this as you want. If you want it to look really pretty, you can really grind away the primary edge for a long time. Okay, as you can see, it's almost been fully corrected. You're actually correcting the knife when you do this too. Okay. So now you want to just come in and feel that edge. Feel that it feels thin, and it does. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go for a super low angle on this knife. Okay, here we go. We're going to lift up about that much. All right. Okay, just started to crack the surface here. So I'm basically reprofiling this knife to be much thinner than it was. So it's going to take a little more grinding than a normal sharpening. Okay. Now, so that's our work so far. We're working that primary edge. It's going to start getting wider. I got just the faintest of burrs. Now, if you want to worry about keeping the knife dry, you should really work on the flipping technique. I don't know why. The ambidextrous technique for me works a lot better. So. Better angle. Okay, feel our edge. Oh, got some more work to do. Getting there. I mean, I've pretty much established it. Tons of feedback off this Kingstone. What I've learned to do is to kind of stop worrying about how perfect and how multifaceted my bevels look. So now, I'm going to do the stropping strokes. And he said something that really made sense to me with stropping. I remember reading a long time ago on the internet about using Arkansas stones and how that a lot of the professional like razor blade brands and razor blade guys will use their translucent and hard black Arkansas stones dry without oil. And the reason for this, they said, is when you have the oil full of slurry on the stone and you run that blade right into that slurry, it's a little bit like sandblasting your edge. That makes the polish worse, and it actually hurts your edge a bit. And I guess technically the same applies for water stones. So when you're polishing and doing something aside just getting that edge geometry, you really want to use stropping strokes. Okay, Got a nice little grabbing edge here. Right at the tip, I'm not quite done. At the very base, so I'm going to do a little more work on the tip. And that's part of it too, it's coming back and making adjustments. The very tip is not quite done. Okay, there we go. All right, so good enough. Let's go back to strapping. This King 1000 is pretty coarse for a 1000 grit stone. If I was trying to reprofile M390, I might go to a coarser stone than this, but okay. All right, that edge is grabbing me. Back, pull a couple burrs off. Okay. And we are about ready for the next stone. Come back to that if we so need it. Let's go ahead and debase it. Alright, so there we go. Fresh stone, haven't used this baby yet. So we're going to, yeah, I'll try to polish it, I guess. It's not really working because I kind of screwed it up a different time. Okay. Well, it's not polishing it so well, but not really worried about that. Once you screw up the polishing of the primary edge once, you're kind of screwed forever. Anyway, here we go. Just simple strapping strokes. Okay. Yeah. The 6K stones from King, they smell. It literally smells like manure or something. Now, if I really wanted to finish this knife, I would strap it to and do quite a bit more of this. Well, for the sake of the video, we're just going to go ahead and take it over to cutting. But, okay, so we'll start with a hair test. I really don't have any hair. I guess on my left arm I do. Okay. There's my hair. as you can see and hear. Just taking it right off. Okay, that's good. And I should be able to at least slice standard printer paper with that kind of edge. Or a little bit more. Alright. There's what my edge looks like. It's slightly polished. But let's see, bills. No one likes electric bills. This paper's actually wet, but no problem. And that only took a few minutes. Ooh, that's wet there. Ugh. That was actually a crease in the paper. That's why that happened. So pretty good. Of course, that was rushed for the video. Could have done a better job, but I wanted to just kind of show you. So, and of course, I'm no master at this yet. So that's the Carter Cutlery technique. It's that strapping stroke. So when you do a strapping stroke, all the slurry and stuff on the stone really helps you, as opposed to when you're grinding back and forth. So when you get to your high grit stones, ooh, that's getting a lot better. When you get to your higher grit stones, try doing this. Try doing strapping strokes only. Oh yeah. I'm gonna dry my hand off. This is pretty thick paper, wow. I mean, it's sharp. Okay, so there you go, guys. That's the Carter technique to sharpening. I really think you can apply it to your own sharpening stones and your own techniques. I'm very impressed with these king stones. I haven't used my Shaptons in days, but go out there, buy the Carter Cutlery, the beginner's sharpening, or the introduction to sharpening guide. It's awesome. Really helpful stuff in there. How to regrind points, how to deal with hollow ground blades, and he grinds all of his hollow grind blades flat. You basically are supposed to just grind that hollow flat. He says his knives he actually makes start hollow, but they're meant to be ground flat over time. Kind of interesting. Alright guys, have a good one. See ya.